Back to the session. Hope you all enjoyed your lunch before. Again, if you need to go to the bathroom, just go down the hallway. On your right is the bathroom, and feel free to have a drink or any nibbles on the table. So this particular session is on cheeks. So when I say cheeks, I'm referring to contouring, blush and highlighting. So I thought we'd start the session by showing you a couple of pictures first, just to show you what contouring and highlighting and cheeks can do. So you can see here before and then after. With the contouring, you're creating more cheekbones. Can everyone see? Contouring, creating definition into the face, a bit of highlighting to lift, and a tiny bit of blush just to give a bit of colour into the skin. Here's a picture of myself. So you can see here with the different, in this picture I contoured a lot and highlighted a lot. In this picture more was highlighting and blush, and how different techniques can give you quite different looks as well. This one again, how contouring and highlighting can shape the face, give a bit of definition, even in a natural way. And this one again, by adding that contour around the face, giving it that shape, highlighting, bringing things out, creating a bit more shape into the face. And last one, again, giving that bit of structure to the face. And giving a bit of life and colour into the face as well, by a bit of blush. And again. Yeah. Okay. So just a brief run through today's agenda. So basically what I'll do is go through just the information on contouring, highlighting, blush. What I mean, like what do I mean by when I say contouring and highlighting, choosing the right products and applying it into the best way for yourself. So 40 minutes, and then we'll go through theory, and then I'll demonstrate one of you guys, if I can get a volunteer later. You'll have time to practice it on yourself as well, followed by a bit of discussion at the end. Everyone to write down just two numbers. So the first number is how confident they are in contouring and highlighting, applying it on themselves. 1, not confident. 10, very confident. And then the second number is how confident are they in applying blush. 1, not confident, and 10, very confident. So if you can just take a minute to write down those two numbers, then we can share that with the group. So the first number is from 1 to 10, how confident are you in contouring and highlighting your face? And then the second number to write down is how confident are you in applying blush. 1, not confident. 10, very confident. Okay. Does everyone have those two numbers written down?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Aileen, can you go ahead please?
4 for contouring, highlighting, and 6 for blush.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. Suzanne?
I said 6 for contouring, highlighting, and 8 for blush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Suzanne.
3
Stephanie?
for highlighting, green.
Yeah.
And the other 5 for confident in applying blush.
Yes? Okay, great, Stephanie. Thank you for sharing. And Trin?
I got 5 for highlighting for the face,
Yes?
and the other is 5
As well? Okay. So I can see that there are different levels on confidence in applying contouring and highlighting, and also applying blush. We might spend a bit more time on highlighting, contouring, since the number overall is a bit lower than applying blush, and we hope to increase that number by the end of today's session. So by the end of today's session, what I want for you all to leave is being confident in applying contouring and highlighting suiting your face shape, and being confident in highlighting in applying blush to suit your face shape and occasion. So you can do that for every day or for when you go out. As the previous session, if you have any questions, feel free to put your hand up and let us know, and then we can address those. Okay. So now I will start with contouring and highlighting, but I'll break it down to contouring first. So when I talk about contouring, what I mean is shade. So with the face, there are different parts of the face that you want to bring back and bring forward. So I'll show you a picture to better illustrate what I mean. Over here. So the areas where there's more depth of the brown is where we want to contour. When we contour, the purpose of that is sometimes the face can be a bit flat, especially if there's bright lighting or when you're taking photos. So we want to do a bit of contour, and also for people who want to slim down their face or slightly alter the face structure. So by doing that, here is just a standard placement of contouring, but there is different contouring areas for each different face shape. Okay, so contouring, we want it to be in terms of tone, we want it to be a more darker, 2 to 3 shades darker than your natural skin color, and more of a cool tone to create shade. So we want to bring those areas back, such as around the side of the face, the nose as well, the cheekbones, and also the jawline. So that is the contouring in a nutshell. Does anyone have any questions regarding contouring?
No, not yet.
No? Okay, great. So I'll move on to highlighting. So highlighting, what I mean by when I say highlighting is when you see at the areas here, the white areas, is bringing things forward. So basically it is the opposite of contouring. So where we want to highlight on the face is areas that we want to bring forward, such as the center of the face, and also the cheekbones, and also the chin, underneath the brow bone, just to give those areas a lift, to create more dimension in the face. So people, for example, who don't have much cheekbone, they might want to highlight them more, or who may have a flat nose, want to bring out that bridge of the nose there, just to bring a bit of life in there. Sometimes people, as in this picture, want to do the inner corner of the eyes, again, because highlighting lifts, so then it makes the eyes appear more bright and more fresh. Yeah. So, does anyone have any questions regarding highlighting?
Not yet.
All okay? Okay, fantastic. So the next step in when you know about contouring and highlighting is doing it according to your face shape. So I have a diagram picture here which shows you different types of face shapes that there are. So we want to, when we apply contouring and highlighting, we want to apply it to match your face shape. Otherwise, for example, if you already have a narrow face, an oblong face shape, and then you apply the contouring and highlight wrong, it can, or in the wrong areas, it can make you look a bit gaunt and a bit sickly because you're narrowing the face and you're applying in the incorrect areas. So I want you all to have a look here and then write down what face shape you think you are.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
the second one. So,
Yes? Amazing. So if you can write that down on a piece of paper in front of you, I'll give you 1 minute to write it down. If you're unsure, that's okay too, because then we can discuss as a group into what face shape. And in terms of face shape, you don't have to be exactly one or the other. You can be a mixture of 2 different face shapes as well, which is quite normal. Is everyone ready? Yeah. Okay, so we'll start from this side this time. Trin, now you can go.
my nose is under number 8.
This one here.
Yeah, think we got a very big round under here.
Yes, so more triangle. Do you mean triangle? Oh,
This one looks triangle.
this one is more of a triangle. More wider on the jaw and pointier on the forehead.
What do you think, Jan?
Yes?
What do you think?
Yes, so this area is a bit wider
Yes.
than this area here. So,
Maybe I need to do this way, is better.
yes, so you can see clearly. Thank you, Trin.
Okay, now can look at my face.
Okay, so I would say, in terms of the proportions of your face, that your face shape is more square. So it's wide along the forehead area and wide along the jaw, but you have a slight chin, so a little bit of a triangle here.
Okay.
Yeah, slight. Or, yes. So wider here and then pointier here.
So that's the
Square.
number 4.
Yes, a bit of a square, a bit of a triangle there.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay.
I think
Stephanie?
like the round face.
Round?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does everyone all agree as well that Stephanie may have a bit of a round face? Yes? Okay, great. Suzanne?
I wrote the square or rectangle, I'm not too sure. Because I've got a wide thing and a square, yeah. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yes. Again, I would say more of a square
Yeah.
and then also similar to trim more for the chin. Yeah. Like
Okay.
more oval there, but square and then oval here.
Okay. I was thinking I'm kind of like a mix between like a circle and this first one, whichever shape that you.
Oblong?
Yeah.
Yes?
Because when I smile, my face becomes really round.
Yes.
But then normally it's a bit longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree as well. Okay, great. So now you know your face shape. The next step is contouring and highlighting to best suit your face shape to best accentuate your features. So, for example, people with more oblong, like what you were saying, need to contour more along the sides of your face to slim that area down and to highlight the center of the face as well. And then, for example, Stephanie, who's more of a round face shape,
Yeah.
you want to contour all the sides of the face, then you create a more slim profile and highlight the center along the face. And then when we go, when it's time to do more of a practical for yourself, then I can go around and we can discuss in more detail, as in which areas to contour and highlight for yourself. But I get the main thing is not just contouring and highlighting without thinking about what your face shape is, because I can contour Stephanie one way, and if I apply the same technique to Aileen, it's not going to look suit Aileen the best. So.
How come none of them have the one that the typical one where it's just here?
Here, yes, because this is more about shaping the face.
So that's afterwards. Oh, so
That's-
this is like the
Yeah, and then in terms of that, there is specific ways in which to contour that way as well.
Yeah.
So, for example, if someone with a rounder face shape would contour the cheek more on a down diagonal to slim down the face. If your face is very narrow, we want to put the contour more horizontal to widen the face. So good question, Suzanne. Does that all make sense? So when choosing, so now we know what contouring and highlighting is, and we've also identified the face shapes, so then we know that we have to contour and highlight according to your face shape. Then the next thing would be to choosing the right products for yourself. So if it depends on your skin tone and what look you want. So for light skin tones, you want to use something not too dark. So I'll just show you with using this palette. So if you have a lighter skin tone, you want to use more of the colour in the centre. Otherwise, it might look a bit muddy and a bit heavy. If you have a darker skin tone, you can use more of a darker. between, you mix the both. With your highlighting areas, if you want more of a natural matte finish, you can use more of a natural matte finish. If you want a more highlight that stands out a bit more for photos, or if you love the look of highlighting, then using a more glittery type like this, or like this, very shiny, so it's going to be more obvious. So, does anyone have any questions about contouring and highlighting before I move on to cheeks? For blushing. Okay, great. So for blush, say similar with contouring and highlighting, there are ways to apply blush to also suit different face shapes. So the main purpose of blush is to create a bit of colour into the skin. Because when you apply your base, your foundation, you probably would have noticed in the last session that it takes away the natural colour in your face as well. And also when you take photos, the flash, or if you're on, you're in events and it's bright lighting, it also takes away the colour of your cheeks. So putting back colour there will give you a more healthy, a more fresh look. So again, so blush, there is also different techniques into applying blush as well. So with trim, because your the main face shape is more square, you want to apply blush to more the centre of the face and to the apples of the cheeks. So then the blush, your face will look more soft. If you do it too strong, then it's going to highlight more harsh angles of the face. And for example, Stephanie, because your face is more of a round shape, you'll want to apply your blush in more of a diagonal way to help slim down and shape the face. Very subtle, but then that will also help the effect. So again, with blush, there are different ways in which you can apply, choose the colours. There's so many different blush colours. You can choose them according to, similar with the contour and highlighting, according to your skin tone. These are just some examples of blush colours. But for someone with, I'll go from starting from light skin tone. For light skin tone, something more pinky and more light would be more flattering on a lighter skin tone. Medium skin tone can use something along this line over here, which will also be very flattering. And then darker skin tones will need something a bit more pigmented. Also, sometimes you can also choose blush like an accessory for the face as well. So if you're wearing a more warm peachy toned lip colour, you want to match it with a more warm peachy toned blush. So then it ties together and your face is more cohesive. It looks more complete. If you use a pink blush and an orange lip colour, it can look a bit disjointed. So pink lipstick also always looks nice with a pinker blush. And then you can also, just taking this a step further, if you have, for example, a warm like peachy lipstick, warm peachy blush, you can use some more warmer colours on the eyes, so it ties the whole face together as well. So blush can be decided upon your skin tone and also the look you're trying to achieve with your makeup as well. Great. Does anyone have questions before I move on? Perfect. Okay, so the next step would be the demonstration. So I'll apply the information that I've just talked to you about in terms of contouring, highlighting and blush. So can I get a volunteer please?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Just take a seat over here, Aileen. Thank you so much for being my model for today.
Should I grab the mirror to have
The small one's better. Yes.
Yep, got your mirror. Facing the classroom. So let's start with applying the contour. So with the contour, so we've had a base down from the previous session. So when you're applying contour, because it's powder, your face needs to be powdered as well. Because powder and powder always blend well together, but powder and moist, liquid or cream doesn't work together. So what I might do is quickly brushes, quickly powder down Aileen's face. Just to make sure when we blend, it will blend smoothly together. Because throughout the day, even if it's a couple of, half an hour, we can get a bit oily. So I'm just going to lightly put the powder all over Aileen's face. Not too much, but just to make sure the areas which we'll be applying the contour. Sorry. It'll be easier to blend. So, what I mentioned before is it's important to apply the contour according to Aileen's face shape. So Aileen mentioned that she was more round here, but so she can be a bit oblong here, or more like longer here. So we're going to work with Aileen's face shape. So what we want to do is slim down these areas here, and also apply the contour along here, and also the side of the nose as well. So when we apply contour, we can use a number of things. We can use a brush like this, I find really good, because it's nice and angled, so it helps us do the work. As well as this brush, because with contour, we want to be quite precise with it. So this brush is also great for applying contour. So I might use this brush today to demonstrate. Aileen's skin tone is quite light, I would say light to medium, so I'm going to use a contour powder that is suitable for light to medium skin. It's matte and flat, so it will help shape her face. So I'm going to start by contouring the sides of her face. So along here, I'm just going to do it quite naturally, but you can see my placement of it. So the side of the face to slim it down because it was more round. Forehead area. And also when we're doing the cheek area, I just want to show you this technique that I find really helpful. So the tip of the ear to the side of the face, that you turn your head around that way now. So the tip of the ear to the side of the mouth, that line we want to work on, but no further than the nose, otherwise we'll age her face. We want to go, if Aileen had a more really narrow face, I'd contour her more on a straight angle, because Aileen's face here is a bit rounder, so we want to go according to that line, which is more diagonal. So with the brush again, starting along where the closest to the ear, this area, because the contour acts as shade. So we want it to be darkest closest to her ear and then lighter coming on the center. So working it through. Like that. So there, we don't want it to be too obvious, like it's a stripe, because we still want it to be believable. So again, if you want to, that's just a nice soft layer. If you want, you can just do a little bit more on the sides of the face, along here and here. Taking a step further, if you'd like, we could contour her nose by going down the side, both sides, which should create more of a high point nose. It doesn't have to be done, it's just a more advanced technique, but I think for starters, let's just concentrate on the basics of shaping the face. So I'm going to go on the other side now. Turn this way, perfect. So again, shaping the sides of her face. Again here. Again. So I find this really helpful. Tip of the ear to the corner of the mouth. That line, no further than the nose. Others would be dragging her face too much down. Focusing the contour close to here for most illusion of depth, and then lighter along here. It's also good to give it a little bit of a tip here, so we're hugging that cheekbone and giving her a bit of a smile because we're lifting that area up. So curve, and then we can do as much as you want. this is quite of a natural look. And just make sure that's nice and blended. And both sides, a bit of a tick, it's a bit of a smile. Great, so that's contouring. Does anyone have any questions regarding contouring until I move on to highlighting?
This clear enough things.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. So, with highlighting, we want to use something a bit more smaller brush because the areas we want to target is a bit more specific. So remember with your brushes again, when you're selecting your brushes, select them according to what you want your brush to do. So it'll really help you do the work. So I'm going to give Eileen more of a natural highlight. If you have any texture along the skin, like any pores and things like that, you don't want to use anything too shiny because that will highlight the pores. So actually, because your skin here, there's a little bit of texture there. So what I'm going to do actually is use a matte style highlighter, or more matte. Actually, this one will probably be more ideal. Something like this. So it's going to highlight Eileen's face, but it's not going to bring out anything that we don't want it to bring out as well. I'm just going to go with this colour over here. So with Eileen's face again, we want to bring out the front of the face to pull out the features. So I want to go along her cheekbone here. I want to go along the centre of the face. On the nose. On the cupid's bow. The chin. And the same on the other side as well. So, this area here. And I've done the other areas too. Just very soft contouring and highlighting, just to bring up extra dimension to the face. If you want it to be more noticeable and a bit more heavy, just apply more on the areas in which you applied that on. So any questions regarding highlighting before I move on to blush? Okay, alright, so now when we choose blush for Eileen, I want to look at her skin tone first. So I would say Eileen's skin tone is light to medium, so I don't want to choose a blush that's too dark for her skin tone. And also, because Eileen's skin undertone is more of a golden-ish, more yellow undertone, I want to choose something that's a bit more warm. So if any of you have questions regarding what is your skin undertone, whether it's yellow, pink, bit of both, just let me know when we are up to the self-application section, and then I'll help you sort that one out and explain to you. So with the blush, I'm going to choose this one because of those reasons of her skin tone, and also the lightness of her skin tone, like light to medium, and also her skin undertone colour being more yellow. So with this colour, I'm going to, because Eileen's face shape we discussed before is a bit more round, so we want to apply the blush in a bit more diagonal manner. So I'm going to start by applying it softly in soft patting motions, because we don't want it to be too heavy, just to give her a bit of colour. So if you're unsure about where exactly to place it, think about what is best for your face shape, which we can discuss more one-on-one. And also, as a general rule, it goes in between your contour and your highlight. So that just adds a bit of colour to her face. As a tip, what I love to do is, if you go over with a powder, I'm just going to just grab a skin tone, a powder similar to her skin tone. I love to make sure everything's nice and blended so there's no lines in which we start the contour, blush or highlighting. So just grabbing a big fluffy powder brush, just going all over the face where it ends, so it's all blended through and looks most natural. Nothing, the powder, just a light powder, just a blend in anywhere so you can't see where our contour starts, our blush starts, and our highlighter where that starts as well. Great. Any questions before you start on yourselves? Fantastic. Okay, thank you so much for being my model, Aileen. Appreciate that. So take a seat, and yes, everyone get started on doing the contouring, highlighting, and blush on themselves. So I'll help hand out some brushes. So here's a brush.
Okay.
Stephanie.
Okay.
Suzanne.
Thank you.
And Ellen, you can try maybe just putting it lightly on top of what you have. Super lightly, just so you understand the placements and everything.
Contour first.
Correct. Yes. So for your skin tone,
Looks good.
so for your skin tone, something like that. As well, Trin, that would be some, and Suzanne, that would all suit you. Another colour that would all suit you because of your light to medium skin tone, and also good natural contour is the middle colour as well. Okay?
So you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this one of the brushes you can use for contouring?
You can use, this one is more for heavy contouring because it's quite dense,
Yeah.
but it is used for more heavy contour. So you're right, but more heavy.
This one. Is that good?
You can use that for contour as well.
Which one is
It's nice and precise.
Is this one like less? This is less dense. So.
Yes. But you can also use this one as well.
Okay.
I find that one really nice for contouring.
Do I
Oh,
use
it's cute.
what they are apply first
Yes.
for contouring?
Yes. So for your face shape, Stephanie, because we mentioned it's a more round face shape, so you want to contour the sides of your face.
Side of face.
Yes. So the side of the forehead area lightly, along the side of the jawline as well.
So my one on the side a little bit, and then
Yes.
and here a little bit.
Exactly.
And that.
Yes.
Okay.
So the brush goes like this on the sides and then like this on
Yes.
the cheeks. Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew that you actually didn't do it this way. You do it this way for this whole.
This
Because like I
area.
realized like when you went through this shape that you have to cover quite a bit.
Oh, there,
It's
yeah.
not just like this.
Depending on your face shape, yeah. Depending on the face shape.
Okay.
So do on here is right.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, that's finished with this one.
Yes.
So yeah, whole này.
Okay. So another one.
Highlight.
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 So highlighting would be using with this one. So you can use this, the middle colour is lighter, so you're going to get more of a highlight.
So what about this one? Looks shiny.
Yes.
So it's still the highlight is the shiny one.
If you want a more stronger highlighter, otherwise if you want a more natural highlighter,
Yeah.
I'd use this one as it's less shiny.
Okay. Okay, this one.
Can you use the highlight with the same brush?
So highlighting, you would not want to use the same brush for the highlighting. You'd want to use something a bit more precise, like this. Take it. This is for highlighting. For highlighting, yes. This brush is a bit too thick for highlighting because you want to be very precise. So using something like this is better. And also this. Because remember, for highlighting, you want to bring out only specific areas to highlight.
Oh, okay. So I can measure like that until to a mouth. And
Oh,
then
that one, when you're doing this area, that one's more contouring. Because you're trying to slim down the face.
Oh.
Highlighting is about bringing things forward and making things a bit bigger.
Okay.
Yes, so I still feel like it's...
Putting special my nose first.
Yes,
the
yes,
fat nose,
yes.
The fat nose. And then a little bit
And your cheekbone area.
this one here.
I'll show you, I'll bring out the photo again so you can see it a bit more. So what you did earlier, let's get this to start. Okay, so what you did earlier, the first step was contouring. So you're shaping the face. So you've done that to shape the face according to your face shape. And now highlighting is usually along the center of the face to bring that forward around these areas.
Okay.
So you're giving your face multi-dimensional, bring things back and then bring things forward as well.
So I use that one?
Yes, you can use this one. That's right.
The middle one?
Yes, the middle one would be good for you, Stephanie.
For highlighting, is this too big?
That one you can use. That one is more of a soft, natural highlight.
Okay.
Yeah. If you the thinner brushes are good for more very strong highlight because we can't have, well you can, but it's not ideal to have it all over your face. Otherwise, you're not really bringing out specific areas. Yeah.
And you said this one's okay?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Okay, we can have this one if you want.
Okay.
The
So
highlight.
Trin, I think before you were thinking of doing this area, that is still considered as contouring. So, because this brush has a bit of highlighting now, so you want to still use Trin, this area, this one here, okay? I'll leave that there for you. So with contouring, remember, because your face is more round here, we want to slim it down. So you can just use a brush yourself, tip of the ear to the corner of the mouth there.
Okay.
That line, but no further than the nose.
Yes.
Otherwise you'll be dragging your face along that line there. And always put the product here first, because it will always have the most product when you put it down first, so you're creating that shade there. Perfect.
Thank you.
Is it highlighting?
Pardon? She's contouring. Yeah. I think Trin might have got a tiny bit confused, but now she's contouring. Yes.
I do highlighting here. Where should I go?
So along here, along your orbital bone, you can feel the bone area there. So along there.
How about did you say you have to highlight the forehead as well?
You can
Or
highlight
just
the
double?
forehead, yes. So if you have a very narrow forehead, then you want to highlight more. But if you don't have a narrow forehead and your forehead's quite an average size, just along the center, it's fine.
Just a question about the contouring. Like, do you kind of do it where your cheekbone is or a bit under?
So contouring is a little bit under.
A bit under.
So it's kind of hugging and shaping the cheekbone.
Okay.
Yes.
This one's like a bit shiny, right?
Yes,
This one?
but not super shiny.
Which one is one?
So I still think not enough to cover the big face anymore to make it.
You can just add more contouring products.
Where's
Yes.
the country? I want
This
to
one
add
here.
more. Oh yes.
Yes,
Okay.
you can just add more.
What the one? The one isn't it?
I'm just going to clean this because there's a bit of another product here.
Okay.
And don't forget the blush as well. When you're up to blush, there's more blushes here and there's blushes here as well. So maybe if you put this here, so Stephanie, you can see
This country.
the highlight area.
I highlight those. Yes.
You can, yes. But I think for a more rounded face shape, I would not do it there.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's just a guideline. But for rounded, you don't really want to
here?
enhance. Yes, because you want to make that elongate those areas. Perfect.
Which one's for blush? Is that too?
That one's a little bit big.
Yeah.
So this one
Okay.
is a good size.
Yeah.
This one's also a good size.
Oh yeah, and the
As well as this one.
undertone. Like
Sorry?
The undertone.
Yes.
I don't know. Which
So you're also similar to Aileen, more of a golden undertone.
okay.
Yeah,
We always thought that we were cool.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Because we suit more cool colors. Yeah.
kind of.
But is that related or not? Is that just
Because there's different ways of labeling. So, for example, at MAC, neutral cool is neutral but cool tone, but that's more yellow undertone skin, yellow. So there's different ways of labeling. So basically, I think going by more yellow base,
Yeah.
being of the Asian background, more yellow base, and then going from there. So more like peaches, so more
Okay.
yellow base, but it's not one or the other.
Yeah.
Because so you could have a bit of pink and yellow.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's why the more cooler tones suit you as well. Because maybe sometimes the more pink tones are more predominant than the yellow
Oh,
tones.
okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Jane,
Mhm.
do I highlight the here as well?
Yes, you can highlight the brow bone as well.
As well, yeah.
Yes.
Blush.
Here you go.
Thank you. So this one,
Mhm.
maybe I can do like that more.
You can do a little bit more.
The
Yes.
colors
like
really
that.
nice.
So I'll give you all 2 more minutes to finish off.
Okay.
And then, because I think 40 minutes almost, let me know if you have any questions. I'm still around.
Yeah. No, we use a brush.
Blush,
now.
yes.
Where do I start?
Yes, so blush, you want to start at the apples of the
middle, okay,
cheeks
yeah.
and then moving up.
Later we use the one. Oh, this one.
Use this one as well. That's a really nice blush.
ไม่ได้ก็ยังกินๆอยู่แล้วก็หมดกินมากนะ This one is not shiny.
This one is also shiny. I think Suzanne has ones that are matte. Yeah, so these ones both are a bit
You
shiny.
need to wait.
Yes. Mhm.
What about this one?
This one is more for contouring.
Contour.
There we go. Yeah.
Thank you. เวลาเสียอยู่
Do you want to use this one?
The one you like it. Which one you like it?
They will all suit Stephanie. Yeah, all of these, they will actually all suit you, Stephanie. So just depending on what you feel like, because they're both suiting your skin tone. Yeah.
Show here.
Yes. Perfect. Yes, yes, yes.
I remember my one round, too round.
Yes, to
Is it
soften the
round?
more square. Yes.
Is it round like that?
Yes, yes, yes. And Stephanie's more diagonal, which is perfect, doing perfectly now.
Come on, good. Not enough. I think we need to more. Is it okay?
How about me?
Oh, yeah, yes, good.
Enough?
Yeah, I can put a bit more, I think, but
You need a bit more or enough?
I think you're quite natural today, so I think what you applied is good. But if you do prefer a bit more, feel free to apply a bit more as well. Yes, very good. Good work, Trin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're all done? Okay, great. So you guys all did really well. Your face is looking all very good. I'm very proud of you all. So basically I'll recap on today. So first we went through contouring and highlighting and also blush in terms of what it means, what do they do, the purpose of it, how to apply contour, highlight and blush according to your face shape, and also your skin tone as well. So you've all done really well in applying it on yourself as well. Amazing job. So what I'm going to do is get you to write down one thing that you've learned from today that you will do next time you apply makeup. So I'll give you all 1 minute to write one thing that you've learned. Examples are, I'm going to apply the blush in a more diagonal way now, or I'm going to start to contour my face, or I'm going to contour more of the sides of the face. Just something, even if it's little, that you've learnt, that you will. So once you've written that down, I want to ask you also 2 more other questions.
It's called shaping.
Shaping, yes. Okay, so the next 2 questions I want to ask is, so remember early on today I asked you to write 2 numbers, how confident you are in contouring and highlighting, and how confident you are in applying blush. I want you to answer those 2 questions now. Again, so just write those 2 numbers down again. So remember, 1 was not very confident and 10 very confident. Once you've written that down, we can share it with the group before I let you all go. Okay. Does everyone have those numbers written down?
yes.
Okay. I'll start with Aileen. Yes.
The numbers first, or
Whichever one.
oh okay. With numbers, I guess each one went up 2. So
Yes.
contouring highlighting is now 6 and blush is 8.
Okay, great. Thank you, Eileen. And then what did you take from today?
I guess I know better where to place each product now. Like,
Yes.
In terms of like, you know, where the contouring goes and
Yes.
where the highlighting goes and the blush. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing, Eileen. I'm glad to hear. Suzanne.
For highlighting contouring, it went up a bit, so 7.
Mm-hmm.
This blush, I think around 8.
Yes.
Yeah, and I learned that you can use the brush as a guide.
Yes.
To the mouth.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yes, I find that really helpful. Thank you for sharing, Suzanne. Stephanie?
Now I learned how to do the contouring on my face,
Yes.
which I haven't done much before.
Okay,
So
yes.
it's new to me. But now I'm more confident on the highlight,
Yes.
so I gave it number 7.
Oh,
And the
great.
brush is 8.
Yes.
Brush is 8.
Thank you, Stephanie.
You're
I'm really
welcome.
happy that you've taken something from today. Mm-hmm. Trin.
Hi. It's special for my very big face. So I'm very confident with the shade.
Shade,
So
yeah.
I give it number 8.
Yes.
And the brush is for 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say thank you to you all for your participation today. It was really great. I'm really thankful for that. And you've done it all really well. Just before you leave, if you can just fill out a feedback form for today's session, that would be great. And I hope you enjoy your night. I guess moving forward from this would be learning more eyes, because we've gone through the base and the cheeks now. So we can next time techniques would be the eyes and the brows and also the lips. Mm-hmm. Does anyone have any questions before we end today's session? No? All good? Okay, great. Thank you everyone. It's really good to have you all.